Shiha. Welcome to Beginner Strength Flow. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday evening with the rest of the team here from Decathlon and Evomania Malaysia. For today's class, this is our first community class. Instead of jumping straight into Yoga Sculpt, we will be doing Beginner Strength Flow, specifically designed to help beginner practitioners to help you build strength and also learn more foundational poses in your yoga practice in a more accessible and informative flow. For today's class, we will be using a set of blocks. So I'm going to be using the 4 blocks from Decathlon, and also they are down-slip mat. And before we begin, I'd like to preface that yoga is not all about making fun shapes going upside down and being able to be split, but rather yoga is a journey for you to connect your mind to your body. So there's no specifically a certain way, a right way or a wrong way to do any poses. What's right is whatever poses that make you feel good in your body and capacity. So please keep that in mind throughout this whole class. Whatever you do, if it starts to feel painful, if it doesn't feel accessible to you, take a step back and take the modification. And if you're ready, grab your blocks or anything that can help you prop up. You can use your pillows, you can use your staples, whatever that helps, and come with me on the mat. So we'll begin today in child's pose to get ourselves grounded in our body. To get into child's pose, you can bring your big toes together, your knees slightly wider than the sides of your ribs, almost as wide as your mat, or option to bring your knees together for more support in your lower back. Whichever option you choose, you reach your arms forward, walking forward to the front of the mat, and then just rest your head and forehead down onto the mat, closing your eyes here for a few moments. We'll begin a few rounds of breath here to get grounded, to be present in your body. Now, if you'd like to practice Ujjayi breathing, you can begin to do so now by inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose with a slight restriction in the muscles at the back of your throat. So you're creating an ocean wave sound on each exhalation. With each inhalation, think about lengthening the sides of your ribs, moving your back ribs, the back of your head becomes a little bit taller. Expand your chest, expand your ribs sideways. And with each exhalation, finding strength, drawing your ribs down, belly into your spine, and away from the thighs. Let's just do a couple rounds of Ujjayi breathing here. Inhaling, finding length. Exhaling, finding strength. With each exhalation, try to let go of any distractions, your fluids, that you may have brought today onto your time. One, two, together here. Breathe open the nose, expand your chest, expand your belly. Open your mouth side up. Softly open your eyes, press yourself forward so you're in all fours position, your tabletop position. So bringing your hands about shoulder width distance, I like to bring my index fingers facing forward, but traditionally we practice with our middle finger facing forward. But having our index fingers facing forward helps you to protect your wrist, especially if you have a clean around your wrist area here. Making sure your hips are over your knees. Your back is in one straight line. Spine is long in line with your cervical spine, your neck here. We're going to start spinal articulation, taking a deep inhale to lower your belly down, pressing your chest between your shoulders, maybe bringing the gaze forward and your elbow twist here, giving the stretch in the front side of the body. Exhaling, keeping your arms straight, round your upper back, extend your tailbone down towards the back of your knees, into this angry cat pose. Bring your gaze between your knees, find a contraction in your front core. Couple rounds here, inhale back to that back bend, your cow pose. Now in this back bend, think about pulling your hands towards your glutes here, feeling the deeper stretch in the front side, and a little bit more engagement in your back body. Tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your back, spread your collarbones wide, spread your shoulder blades wide rather, and keep pressing the mat away from your face, bringing your shoulder blades up the body up, closer to the ceiling. Inhale, back to cow pose, back bend, pull the hands towards the back. Exhale, round your back, knee with hand. One more. Inhale, tailbone up, gaze forward. Exhale, round your back, gaze between your knees. Inhale, find neutral spine, straight back here. Gaze is right in front of your mat here, so you're not crunching up your neck, you're not looking down. We'll start some spinal twists, warming up through our spine here. Inhale, reaching your right arm up towards the ceiling, following your gaze with your hand. Exhale, thread the needle, reach your right arm over to the left as you press your right shoulder down, right cheek down onto the mat here. Keep pressing your right shoulder down, stretching the back of your right shoulder. And then walk your left hand forward towards the front of the mat, or stretching the left side shoulder. If this feels good, you can take it up towards the ceiling. And if you need a deeper stretch around the shoulder, you can wrap the left arm around you, maybe grabbing the inner thigh, the right leg. Heel open your left shoulder, maybe bring the gaze up towards the ceiling. Even that stretch from the front side of your left shoulder here. Hips stay high. Hold here for one breath. And if you took the guys, slowly unbind yourself. Press your left hand in front of your face to come all the way up. Reach your right arm back towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come down, now switching side. Inhale, left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, left arm cross over to the right. Left shoulder comes down, left cheek comes down. Walk your right arm forward to the center of the mat. You can stay here, or you can bring your right arm up and around your back, peeling over your right shoulder. Bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Return to the front. Yoga is also all about breathing. So throughout the class, try to pay attention to my cueing, when to inhale and when to exhale, moving more fluidly in your flow. Slowly unbind yourself. Press your right hand in front of your face to come all the way back up into that tabletop. Now sit down onto your heels. Let's give our wrist some love. Resting for a little bit after that hard work on that tabletop position. Drawing some wrist circle here, and then bringing your pinkies together, palms facing your face, wrists together, turn your hands, fingers facing your face, pressing the back of your hands towards one another here, and then just cross your circle. I see our manager here is also doing the circle. This is especially good, especially if you've been practicing yoga a lot. We're always on wrist extension, right? So doing this wrist flexion mobility exercise is very important. I'm just reverse the circle. All right. Now press both hands back, shoulders width apart. Tuck your toes under. Now listen carefully. We're going to get down into our first downward facing dog. But instead of just recreating that upside down V shape, we're going to mindfully and intentionally engage all the right muscles together to that pose. So first, grab the mat with all 10 fingers, and at the same time, press down to your base knuckles, so you're creating that suction under your hands on each palm here. So keep gripping the mat with all 10 fingers. Tuck your toes under, walk both knees one step behind, and then slowly send your hips up, tailbone up towards the ceiling, until naturally your ears come between your biceps. Now try to resist melting your chest down, cranking your back here, but instead just stay here. Wherever your head lands, just relax your jaw. Keep your heels off the mat for now. Keep thinking about sending your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Inhale, rise up higher. Keep pressing the mat in with both hands. As you exhale, think about looking down to both heels towards the mat. And even if your heels don't touch the mat, that doesn't matter. What matters is that we're doing down action. So you want to move down a little bit deeper. And over time, maybe you will build that flexibility, that mobility, and you'll touch the mat eventually. Now, if you're a little bit more rounded, you want to come back into down dog. Bend your knees a little bit more. Focus more on straightening out that spine. Slowly imagining on your feet, bending and extending one leg at a time here. If that feels good, stretching your hamstrings, stretching your ankles. And keep breathing with both hands equally. Inhale, lengthen the sides of your ribs. Exhaling as you draw your belly in towards your spine, lead to your floor. Palm between your hands. Inhale, exhale, hands to the balls of your feet, great tippy toes. Bend your knees, and then just walk 6 small steps until your feet comes forward to the front of the mat behind your hands. Bring your body hips width distance. You're just gonna get into this forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows with your hands into this rectangle. So your first inversion of the day here. Your heart is below, your head is below your heart. Which is so beneficial in so many ways. Help with our blood flow, blood circulation. So try to rest your head here, letting the crown of your head and heavy towards the mat. Inhale as you lengthen the sides of your ribs. Exhale, think about drawing your forearms down closer towards the mat. When you feel like you're tipping over forward, you feel like you're falling down, think about rooting down through your heels and also the balls of your feet. Just as you keep rooting down from the four corners of your feet, I promise you won't fall down. Maybe shake your head no, releasing all that tension that builds up around your neck, around your shoulders. Not a yes, let's withdraw. Maybe sway your body side to side. That was a good thing as well. Keep thinking about ending your tailbone up towards the ceiling. So all the time I see people acting away, trying to straighten out their legs, so they send their hips back towards the back. Now instead of that, focus more on sending your tailbone, lifting your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And you need to bend your knees deeper to keep it down. Let's hold here for one more breath. Slowly release your elbows. Hands come down, fingertips underneath your shoulders. Inhale as you straighten out your back. Now this requires a bit of your mobility in your lower back, right? So if not quite here yet, you can always bring your hands to your shins. Or if you have yoga blocks, you can place your yoga blocks underneath your hands and go from there. Now from here, I want you to focus on really finding that nice long spine all the way from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. So you can check in the mirror here if you're looking more rounded. Think about lengthening the crown of your head. Bring your hands to your shins for now. Keep your knees bent. Think about finding that. Beautiful. And then from here, oftentimes when we're a little bit tired in our body, we tend to look more jumpy like this, right? So the purpose of this pose is to strengthen our lower back muscles, to find the anterior pelvic tilt. So hands can come down in the block, hands can come down the shoulders, or if you have that flexibility and mobility, you can do it underneath your shoulders. Beautiful. Now from here, exhale, roll forward. Inhale, you're going to roll yourself up to standing one vertebrae at a time. Your head comes up last. Roll your shoulders back. Now we're up to standing. Now we're going to take some moments here to really learn about how to be in Matsyalasana. So inhale, sweep your arms out to come up. Bring your hands together, gaze up towards your hands and your palms start to touch. Hands come down by your heart center and by your side. Tadasana. So your Tadasana mountain pose, your first Tadasana mountain pose. This is a very foundational pose, a blueprint pose in so many other yoga poses, right? So let's begin with our feet. Let's have our feet here. So I like to bring my feet about hips width distance. Feet are facing parallel, facing forward. So they're like straight like train tracks, right? So you can look down and check quickly. Either left body forward. Now from here, think about feet engagement. So try to lift all 10 toes off the mat. Automatically, when you do this, you start to feel all the muscles at the top of your feet starting to fire up, starting to engage, right? You probably don't even know that you have muscles there. Alright, you might even feel it a little bit in the inner arch of your feet or even the outer arch of your feet starting to get activated here all the way up to your shin bones too, right? So throughout the whole entire practice, whenever you're in a standing position, this is what you want to feel. You can of course bring your toes down, but still keeping that firing up with that feet. Yeah. And then what happens in your quads? You want to keep your quads engaged because the engagement of your quads helps to lengthen and straighten your legs. So whenever you're standing up straight, your quads are doing the work, right? So in order for you to check if your quads are actually doing the work or you're just standing and turning your knees here, just squeeze your thighs, and if they're more like jello, that means they're not quite activated, right? So in order for you to activate them, think about lifting your kneecaps up towards your pelvic. So that action automatically activates your quads. So that's how you want to feel. Okay, now what happens to our pelvis? So our pelvis is very important for you to have support for our pelvis because especially when you're doing a lot of poses, plank poses, in chaturanga, it requires support in our pelvis, right? So finding a neutral pelvis is important, and how you can do that is by think about hugging your inner thighs together, and that's when you're squeezing a little ball or block between your thighs. And at the same time, hug your outer glutes in towards the midline, so you're squeezing your butt cheeks together. So instead of over squeezing, getting into that posterior pelvic tilt, think about dual action, right? So you want to hug your inner thighs and simultaneously and equally hug your butt cheeks together. And that should help you find that neutral pelvis. Yeah? So that's done. Then you need to engage your lower bar. So draw your belly in towards your spine, like you're shoving your belly button in towards your spine. Simultaneously, think about wrapping your ribs down and into the midline if you're very corset. So if you've never worn a corset before, let me tell you, like someone hugging your torso. Okay? So that is your core getting engaged. Keeping it that way, let's bring our arms by our side, palms facing forward, and close our eyes and our hands. Palms facing forward. Now feel the engagement in your feet, your thighs, your quads are lifted, your glutes are engaged, core is engaged. Inhale, find deep inhalation. Lift your heart up forward. And as you exhale, think about drawing your ribs down and in towards the midline. Find that engagement. And softly open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms up to come up, and then bringing your gaze up towards your hands as your palms start to touch. Bring your hands to heart center, and then fold over forward, bending your knees as much as you need to. Hands can come down by your feet, or you can even use the block here to help prop yourself up a little bit if you need that height. Wherever you are, think about sending your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then from here, let's stretch our wrists a little bit. You can slide your palms down underneath each feet. Do that one at a time. You're going to bring your toes to the crease of your wrist here. And then really press into the toes to massage your wrist between your toes. And again, relax your neck here. Bring your gaze between the lower legs. Keep thinking about rolling down from both heels and the balls of your feet. And if you feel like you're falling over again, root down firmly to your feet. And slowly release. Bring your fingertips underneath your shoulders, straight back. Again, option to bring it on your shins or on the block. We're going to take a deep inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling for that spiral twist. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, switch side, left arm comes up. Exhale, bring it down. And then plant both hands down. So if you need to bend down to reach your hands down onto the mat, bend down. Yeah? So you want to plant your palms down onto the mat. Step your right foot back. And the left foot back. So you're in your high plank. So let's think about what we just talked before, right? In Tadasana, we're engaging our glutes, we're engaging our core. So that's happening in this position as well. So if you're looking more like this, you think about sucking your lower core in, activating through your pelvic floor here. And think about hugging your inner thighs together, activating through your Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor activation here. Keep pressing into your hands. Beautiful plank position. Let's take our first vinyasa here. Starting with our knees on the mat. So we're going to shift our body weight forward. So you're hugging your tippy toes. And then keeping your biceps close to your ribs. You're going to bend your knees. Send it down onto the mat. Bend your elbows towards the back of the mat. Keep hugging your biceps in. Lower halfway. Hips stay in line with your shoulders. Belly all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes under. Keep hugging your elbows close to your chest, close to your ribs rather. Inhale, lift your chest up. You're in this cobra pose. Into this back bend, try not to crank up your neck, so really draw your shoulder blades down and in. Eliminate your lower back muscles even in this pose, right? Keep drawing your belly in, keeping your core engaged here. Tuck your toes under. Let's do this one by one. You're going to stand your hips up back into that tabletop. And then hips all the way up into your downward facing dog. Remembering all our alignment cues from before. Gripping the mat with your fingertips. Press down into your wrist knuckles. And then thinking about elongating through your side body. Exhaling, finding strength, so drawing your ribs down. Maybe feel you can get a little bit deeper with your heels from the first downward dog. Maybe you feel the same still, and that's okay. We'll flow 2 more rounds of that vinyasa. So just look forward between your hands, shift your body weight into that high plank. And then shift it further forward so your shoulders are past your wrists. Now, option to drop down on your knees like you did before, or if you're staying on your tippy toes, you're going to bend your elbows towards the back, hug your biceps close to your body. Halfway chaturanga. Lower all the way down, belly comes all the way down onto the mat. Now inhale, you can come up to that cobra or your upward facing dog. So what you're going to do, you're going to press onto the front of your feet to lift your quads off the mat. Keep pressing the chest between the area of your shoulders, so open up to your chest, roll your shoulders back, heart open. Yes, draw your belly in. Beautiful. Tuck your toes under, stand your hips all the way back up into that downward facing dog. Thank you for taking that. And again, if you don't have that strength to transition from the upward facing dog straight to downward facing dog, we can always take a break in the tabletop, bend your knees first, and then go from there. We're building strength over time. Just find the modification that's right for your body. Let's go 1 more round for vinyasa. Taking your own variation, your own modification. You're going to look between your hands. Shift your body weight forward from that high plank. On your knees or on your toes, chaturanga, bend your elbows. All the way down. Inhale, cobra, or your upward facing dog. Cobra just means your pelvis is on the mat. Upward dog, pelvis lifted. Beautiful. And touch your toes. Yes. Press your chest forward. Tuck your toes under, stand your hips up, downward facing dog. Can you connect to your breath? Inhaling through your nose, and exhaling through your nose. Good job, everyone. You just did 3 rounds of vinyasa. Now we'll move forward with Surya Namaskar A, a series of poses thread into one after another to help us build strength and energy into the knees and the body. So we'll start with looking forward between our hands. Bend your knees, raise up high to the balls of your feet, and then just walk your feet forward. This comes to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift straight back. Fingertips underneath the shoulders are on the shins. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up to come up, back to that mountain pose. Hands come up, and then hands come down to your heart center. By your side Uttanasana. Beautiful. Let's flow through together our side A. Palms facing forward, legs forward, feet are bound, hips width distance, straight like train tracks. Yeah. Keep rooting down your feet here. So if you need to check your fingers up, lift all 10 toes. Inhale, sweep your arms up to come up, gaze up to palms start to touch. Exhale, hands come down, Uttanasana. Inhale, straight back, fingertips under the shoulders. Exhale, plant both hands down, step your right foot back, left foot back. Shift your body weight forward, taking your variation, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down facing dog. From here, bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. So three-legged dog, pointing your right toes. Bring it up as high as you can while keeping the shoulders square. So keep pressing into your hands. Inhale, rise up high to the ball of your left foot. Exhale, bend your heel down towards the mat. You're stretching through your left calf and left ankle. Keep standing your right toes up towards the ceiling. Try not to overarch your back. Keeping your core engaged. And from here, bend your right knee. Step it forward between your hands and step your left foot next to your right foot. Beautiful. And from here, roll yourself up to standing. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands come to your center. Fireside Tadasana. One more round. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold into Tadasana. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, plant both hands. Now this time you can either step it back like we did before, or you can try to pop it back straight into your neck or chaturanga. Bending your elbows down. Inhale, upward facing downward cobra. Keep pressing your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alright, moving straight into the next one. Whatever you did before, you can step or hop forward to rise up to the ball of your feet, move between your hands, bend your knees, and then just like hop forward. Forward fold. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, bend over forward. Inhale, root to rise, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and then by your side, Tadasana. That was your skin. I was starting early in the week. Starting to sweat. Beautiful. That's the whole part. It sounds like so. All right. Let's keep moving from here. Bring your hips down to the back of sitting down into a chair. And your feet are hips with distance here. You're going to raise your fingertips down onto the mat. And then reach your arms up, straight up to the ceiling, to your chair pose. Now what happens here, sometimes we have very tight shoulders, so this happens. Our back or a bit rough, but back so this looks more like you. Bring your arms a little bit wider into a V shape. That will help you open up through around your shoulders here. And you're going to bring your pinky space back, leaving more space around your neck. You're going to stay in this Uttanasana pose. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening here, right? A lot of things are happening here when you sit down into this imaginary shape. You're still dropping down from all four corners of your feet. You're trying to lift your toes up and look down a little bit. See if you can see all 10 toes. If you don't see your toes, stand your hips back a little bit more. You want to stand your hips back until you can see the toes as you move down. Reach your arms up. Yes. We are building strength. Again here, if you're looking more like a sexy butt, again, draw and scoop your lower belly in, keeping your core engaged. Hug your ribs down again like you're wearing a corset. Reach your arms up, sit down to that chair. We're just going to hold you for one more breath. One very long breath. We're going to finish this together. Beautiful. Keep reaching your arms up. Keep gripping all the mat with all four corners of your feet. And from here, forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, plant both hands down, step back or jump back into your chaturanga. Again, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Just using this moment to reconnect to your breath. And if you want to get down into a child's pose, to take that break, you're not in child's pose. Listen to your body. We'll move straight into our flow, the next half of this class. Alright, from your down dog, so if you're in the child's pose, in your down dog, try not to round your upper back, so press your back a little more, bend your knees a little bit more. Yes, so head comes between your biceps. Yeah, keep sending your tailbone up, butt up to the ceiling. Yes, yes, keep pressing your head back, shoulders back. Yes, much better. Alright, we're not going to stay there long. We're going to look between our hands. You're going to lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Back into that three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee in close to your chest. Shift your shoulders over your wrist. And then from here, push the mat away with your hands. Hips come high. Bend your right heel towards your butt. And then step your right foot between your hands. Do as best as you can. And if you're not quite there yet, you can always use your hand. Just prop your foot forward a little bit more, yeah? No big deal. From here, drop your left knee down. Untuck your back toes. Inhale, reach your arms up into your Anjaneyasana or low lunge. So instead of just hanging here lazily like this, we're going to do this pose with intention, right? So try not to overarch your lower back. So think about scooping your lower belly in towards your spine. That will help you protect your lower spine here. And if you've been sitting down a lot these past few weeks or years even, you might feel a bit tired of your hip flexor. So that's exactly what we're stretching here. Our left hip flexor, the front end of your left hip is getting the stretch as we bend into that right knee. So if you don't feel it, you can bend a little bit deeper without overarching and compromising your lower spine. Yeah. And then as we lengthen our left leg, we're also strengthening our right hamstring. But we also need to do the work in order to do that, right? So think about isometrically pulling your right foot to the back, and that will automatically fire up your right hamstring. And that will also help you square your hips forward instead of moving up to the side, right? Again, arms are long. Always the option to bring it out wider to create more space and feel a little bit tighter. From here, you're just gonna sweep your arms down, plant your hands down, send your hips back, extending your right leg by activating through the quads like we talked about earlier. Extending your right leg, flex your toes, right toes pointing up so you can just half split. If you can't quite get there, there's always option to use the blocks. Option to use the block. You can prop yourself higher here and focus on lengthening your spine. Yeah, so if you're looking more like this, just back off a little bit from that fold. Think about lengthening the spine. Inhale, and then exhale, reach forward from your hips, and then just go from there. Now, what's more important here is getting into this half split safely, right? So it's not about getting deep into the stretch, but rather just stopping wherever you can feel the stretch. If this is where you feel the stretch, you stop here, okay? Now, keep hugging your inner thighs together to square your hips. So try not to open up to one side, because that's what our body naturally tends to do, have this resistance, right? Keep flexing your right toes up. That will automatically help you lengthen back your legs here. Keep lifting your right kneecap up towards your hip. That will activate your quads, yeah? Inhale again, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend even deeper. Think about reaching your nose towards your toes. And then slowly come up. Then step into that right foot again, into your lower lunge. Reach your arms back up into your Anjaneyasana. We're going to lift our back knee up so we get into a high lunge, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Same thing that we did in our Anjaneyasana. Isometrically pull your right foot back, squaring your hips forward. Now, what's happening with your back leg? Your back leg is extended, it's straight. So think about pressing your back heel forward. So imagine someone's pressing your back heel forward. Beautiful. Now, if you're leaning over, forward, bring yourself up so you're in a, so your shoulders are over your hips here. Keep reaching your arms long. Keep bending into that right knee. If you can, bend a little bit deeper here. Beautiful. Crescent lunge. Keep reaching your arms up. Maybe smile a little bit to help take the pain off. All right, now from here, you're going to open up to warrior two by spinning over your back heel down. So So check in with yourself. Look down to your now your front heel is in line with the back, the arch of the back foot here. So check in real quick. You're gonna bend into that front knee, 90-degree bend, and try to bring your right thigh about parallel to the mat. If you're not quite here, that's okay, because this requires flexibility around your right hip, right? We're starting to open up our groin area here. So to help us to achieve that, think about hugging your butt cheeks together. Again, when we discuss in Tadasana, keep gripping the mat with your feet. Press down on the outer edge of your back foot here. Reach your arms long, gaze over your front fingers. And smile in the strong warrior two pose. Everyone looks like a warrior. Keep bending into that front knee. 90-degree bend. Yes, beautiful. Draw your ribs down and your core is still engaged. Arms are long, but shoulders level. Beautiful. And then from here, you're just going to turn your feet forward to the side, reach your arms up, long body stretch. Now your toes are going into the corner of the mat, about 45 degrees away, heels are in. Reach your arms up, bend your knees down, sitting down into this goddess. So now we're all goddess here. Now again, oftentimes this is what happens when we try to step back from the pain around our hips. We try to resist that, and instead, if you're a little bit tighter around the hips, bring the feet a little bit closer, bring your toes a little bit closer, and go from there. What's more important is your knee position. Yeah? So try not to let your knees knock in. So keep your knees bent, tracking over your second and third toes. And just keep bending as close as you can. Making sure your shoulders are sunk over the wrists, the hips rather. You feel the stretch around your hips, but your inner thighs are also getting the work as well as your outer glutes, right? Reach your arms up. Strong goddess. Try not to have that sense of sensitivity here. Beautiful. Reach your arms up. Bend a little bit deeper. Hands come down by your heart center. And then on your knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, drop your right shoulder towards the center. Bring your knees over your left shoulder. Maybe hearing some crack in your back here. Keep pressing the knees out to the side. Inhale, come back to center, lengthen the spine. Exhale, left shoulder down towards the center, gaze over your right shoulder. Nice demonstration, my body here. Slowly come all the way back to center. Reach your arms up, straighten up the legs. That's a break. Back to your warrior two. Right knee bend. Flip your right palm up. And then reverse your warrior. Reaching the right arm up and overhead here. Keeping that right knee bend. Feel that stretch around your right side body here. From your left all the way down to your right hip flexor. So the deeper you bend into that front knee, the deeper the stretch is to your right side. Now slowly windmill your arms. Plant both hands down. Frame your right foot here. Step your right foot back. Take your chaturanga. And then upward facing dog or cobra inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. Use this moment to really reconnect to your body, reconnect to your breath if you've lost it along the way. Again, yoga is all about learning to connect our mind to our body. So when we're holding certain poses or we're in this stillness, it's the best way, the best opportunity for us to really reconnect to our body, right? Just scanning our body wherever we feel tightness, wherever that you feel that needs more love. From here, let's move forward onto the other side. Look between your hands. Bring your feet together first. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Point your toes, 3-legged dog. Now, if you open up your hips, try to zip your inner thighs together, square your hips forward. Focus on strengthening the left hamstring here. So keep pointing your left toes up high. Rise up high to the ball of your right foot. And then as you exhale, drop down into your right heel, stretching over your right ankle, your right calf. Keep lifting your right kneecap up to straighten out your right leg. Keep pressing into both hands. Inhale, exhale, shift your body weight forward, shoulders over your wrist. Lean, left knee comes into your hands, close to your chest. Now from here, really round your upper back like we did in our cat-cow warm-up. Point your toes for your left heel is close to your left. Bring it up a little bit higher. Yes, now step it forward between your hands. Beautiful. Again, option to always use your hands to just help you come forward a little bit more. And then from here, drop your right knee down, untap your right toes. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Beautiful, reaching your arms long. Draw your lower core in. Draw your ribs down and in. Isometrically pull your left foot back. This time you're straightening your left hamstring. Keep bending that left knee to feel the stretch in your right hip flexor. Breathe your nostrils for long. And then sweep your arms down. Send your hips back. Extend your left leg. Left toes are pointed up into your calf split. Option to use a block to help prop yourself up. And think about lengthening your spine, so reaching your nose close to your toes. And squaring your hips here, making sure your right hip is not open up to the side. So square your hips forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, deepen your stretch. And using your breath to help you get deeper into the stretch each time. Using your exhalation as you move deeper into each stretch. And in each inhalation, think about lengthening all sides of your body, especially your spine and your side body here. And slowly come up, step into that left foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your right knee up into that rested forward. Reach your arms up. A little bit more like this. Open up your chest. Chest is proud. Arms are long. Try not to bend your elbows. Yes, we're also working our upper body here as we strengthen our lower body, right? So back heel is pressed forward, so your body weight is evenly distributed between both legs, but you want to pull your back foot forward, your front foot towards the back here. Beautiful. Keep hugging and drawing your lower belly in. Keep pressing your ribs down and in. Reaching your arms up long. Open up to your warrior two. Spin your back heel down into your warrior two. So your front foot is facing the front. Your back toes is facing the side of the mat. Yeah? Reach your arms long. Lean over the front fingertips. Keep bending into that left knee. Try to bring your torso to the center so shoulders are over your hips instead of leaning forward. Yeah? Keep reaching your arms long. Imagine someone's pulling your arms to opposite direction here. Draw your legs down. Now notice one thing with your knee, your front knee. What happens is that we tend to knock our left knee forward, so that's actually very painful, eventually long-term for our knee joint. So make sure you're hugging your upper glutes in together to keep rolling your knees, tracking it over your second and third toes here. Open up long. Inhale, reach your arms up. Toes going to the side, into your star pose. Lengthening, straightening your legs. Yes, heels in, toes up. Exhale, bend your knees. Again, knees are tucking over your second and third toes here. Bend as deep as you can. You can go deeper, you go deeper. Let's try that. Yes. Now again, try not to lean forward. Pull your shoulders up and back. Reach your arms long here. Beautiful. We're going to hold here for 2 more breaths. Yes, keep going lower. Starting to feel that shake a little bit around your quads, your hamstrings, probably all over the place. Again, try not to lean over, so draw your shoulders up and back. Knees are tracking over your second and third toes. Try not to flex them. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you need to do one pose for today, let's do this pose. All right. Come all the way up. We're still going to stay in this position. But we're going to bring our toes forward. So the side, the outer edge of your feet is parallel to the side of the mat. Yes. All right. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reach your arms to the back. Interlace your fingers. Palms are pressed over one another here. And then from here, you're going to fold forward, reaching your knuckles up towards the ceiling as you fold over, bringing the crown of your head down towards the mat here. Stretching around your shoulders. So the more you send your knuckles, your hands up and overhead, the deeper the stretches around your shoulders. Yeah? So try to press your palms together to keeping the ankle bend your elbows. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, try to reach the crown of your head a little bit deeper, closer to the mat. Beautiful. And you can stay in this stretch for that shoulder stretch, or you can undo your hands. And then you can grab your ankles with both hands here. And then inhale, pull the ankles towards the upwards. And as you exhale, draw the front of your head towards the mat here. Gaze between your legs. Try not to crank up your neck. So jaws relax, neck is relaxed. Just think about getting deeper and deeper. And eventually, you might even touch the crown of your head to your back. And then slowly release your ankles or undo your hands if you're still taking that shoulder stretch. Place your hands by your hips and then slowly and gently come all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Back to that warrior two, left knee bend, 90 degrees. Flip your left palm over. Reach your left arm up and overhead with a reverse warrior. Stretch the left side body this time. Again, keep that left knee bent. Keep that right knee. Stretch your left side body, right? Again, try not to roll around your shoulders. So open up your shoulders here. Shoulders are square to the side. Keep reaching left arm up and overhead. Gaze up to the top palm. And then slowly waving up your arms forward, framing your left foot, plant both hands down, step the left foot back, taking your vinyasa, chaturanga, inhale, perfect, and of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. That's one round of our full sequence, right? From now on, we'll just focus more on cooling down. Before that, we'll work on our back body first. So look between your hands, close your feet up. We're going to step, or you can hop your feet forward to the front of the mat. Bring your fingertips by your feet, raising it down onto the mat. Reach your arms up, sending your hips back into that chair pose. Again, look down to your feet, making sure you can see all 10 toes. If you can't see it, press your heels back, press your hips back, brother. Draw your lower belly in. Keep scooping your lower belly in. Try not to overarch your lower back. Keep reaching your arms up. Chest is round. And sit down a little bit lower. And then forward. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, hands come down. Step it back or jump back. Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog over. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying that dog for 3 breaths here. Notice any difference that you feel in your body. From the first downward facing dog that you do today, right? You might get your heels a little bit lower, deeper into the mat. Your arms might feel a little bit more tired from all the chaturanga that you've done. Press your shoulders to the back. Yes. Now bend your knees more. Bend your knee. Yes. And think about sending your tailbone up to the ceiling. Yes. Beautiful. Find a little bit of interior flow. So that's just sexy butt a little bit. Sexy butt. Overarching a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I can see the shape. That's beautiful. Alright. Now send both knees down. You're going to sit down onto your heels and just turn over. No more arm work. We're just going to stay low from now on. So turn over so you're sitting down on your bum. Bringing your feet together. No, feet hips width distance. Straight like train tracks here. So feet are parallel to one another. Knees are about hips width distance too. So if you don't really know what that means, whatever feels like it's about your hips width, that means you're good with that. So try not to really out too wide or too narrow. And I'm going to just lie down on your butt. Now you want to bring your feet in close to your butt so that your shins are about perpendicular to the mat. So try not to bring it out too far out or too far in down. So from here we're going to do some hamstring work, strengthening our glutes, our hamstrings, which is very important whenever you practice yoga especially. We always focus on lengthening our hamstrings. Whenever we do forward fold, whenever we do splits, So doing work like this helps you strengthen and balance the workout now. So keep pressing into your feet to lift all 10 toes here, breathing down with all corners of your feet. Bring your arms by your side. Draw your belly, lower belly in. Draw your ribs down in, keeping your core engaged. Take a deep inhale. Lift up your chest. Exhale, draw your belly and ribs down and engage your core. Keeping the core engaged the whole entire time here. You're gonna bring your arms by your side and inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing down into your feet. Send your hips up. And then from here, walk your shoulder to one another here, close to the midline. Shoulder to shoulder. And try to interlace your fingers underneath your body. Press your palms together. Inhale, lift your hips up higher. Press your chest up higher. Exhale, draw your ribcage down and then engaging your core. Keep pressing and digging into your heels. And think about lengthening your neck here. So try not to crank up your neck. So creating space between your neck, your chest, and your chin. Keep standing your hips up. Keep squeezing your arms close together here. Hips up. Find that back leg. Beautiful. You're not switching your hips left and right like I just did. Up super tight your neck here. Keep sending your hips up. And then slowly lower all the way down. Keeping your hands that way. We're just going to take a quick rest. We're going to go up 2 more times. Yeah. So inhale, lift your hips up, digging deep into your heels. You can lift your 10 toes here. Chest up. Exhale, draw your hips in. Keep pressing into your heels, feeling working your hamstrings and your glutes here. And then slowly come all the way down. Release. One more. Inhale, lift your butt up. Finding that back bend. Keep pressing your palms against one another. And then slowly lower all the way down. Undo your hands, bring your arms by your side. Bring your knees together, bring your feet about as wide as the mat. Just countering that action, giving our lower back some love. Holding here, resting here for just a few moments before we cool down, getting into our passive stretch. You can close your eyes. Alright, from here, bring your knees together, feet together, hug your knees in. Press your hamstrings with both hands here. Rock back and forth until you come up into a forward fold. Now, option for a little bit more challenge. Try to come up to forward fold without using your hands to come up. Yeah, rock back and forth until you come straight into the fold. Yeah! One more try. One more try. You got it. It's okay to fall. That means we have something to work on, right? Yes, it's harder than it seems, right? If you can't quite get there, you can always use your hands. That's just a little challenge you can practice at home tonight. Let's try one more time. Yes, now just forward fold. Beautiful. Alright, plant both hands down. Step your right foot back, left foot back. Send your hips up into your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knees. Right knee, open up your hip this time. Feel the stretch in your right hip, your right glute. And then you can draw some circle with your toes or the ankle. Or reverse the circle. And from here, square your hips. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. You're going to place your right foot behind your left hand. Right knee behind your right hand. And then just lower your hips down into this station front. Again, if you're at home and you have a block, this is a very good way for you to use your block to get deeper to the stretch. You can use a block to prop and elevate your hands up a little bit higher. Now, if you're a little bit tighter, you can't quite get there, bring your heel closer to your hip. Yes, yes. Beautiful. And then just stay wherever, at whichever point you feel the stretch, just stay there. Yeah? So it will look different in everybody. Some people can just stay this, and this is enough. Some people can even go deeper, right? Even I can go as deep. All right, keep your right foot flexed. You want to feel the stretch mostly around your right hip flexor, but right outer glute area, as well as your left hip flexor here. So if you have a block, you can use this block. As we inhale, we're going to lengthen our spine. The crown of your head stay up tall. And then as you exhale, see if you can hinge forward, bending into closer to the mat. Walking your hands forward. And then just go as deep as you can without opening up your hips. So hips stay square. And then just stay wherever you are. Nice young stretch for your hips here. Keep pressing your left hip down onto the mat to square your hips. At any point, if you start to feel any sharp pain, please back off and then just take a modification and not go as deep. With each exhalation, try to release any stretch, any tension, or any tightness that you feel in your body. You might feel it in your glutes, feel it in your hip flexor, maybe feel it in your ankle too. Slowly, if you roll forward, just walk your hands back up, and then from here, you're gonna roll your left leg forward, swing your left leg forward in front towards the front of the mat, keeping that right leg bent. So the sole of your right foot is pressing against your left inner thigh. Again, keeping your left leg straight. So you want to keep the left quad engaged, right? Lift your left toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you bend over forward, reaching whatever you can grab. You can either grab the sole of your foot, you can either grab your shin, or even maybe you can just grab your thigh, whatever that works, right? As long as you're feeling the stretch in the backside and your left hamstring here. So again, even when we're just doing passive stretches like this, it's important for us to keep our muscles and body safe, right? So whenever we are lengthening one side, we're also strengthening the other side, right? So in life, there's always opposites. So even in yoga poses, there's opposite. So right now, we're lengthening our left hamstring, but the back side of our left leg. So what happens is that the opposite muscles, our quads, are doing the work, are contracting, right? So again, think about lifting your kneecap up towards your hips. That will help to lengthen your left hamstring even more. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, sink down a little bit deeper into the stretch. If you need to bend your knee, left knee a little bit, go on, just bend your knee and focus on straightening your back, yeah? Try not to create that dome shape with your upper back. So keep flexing your left foot, pointing your left toes up towards the ceiling or towards your face. Exhaling, getting deeper. And slowly release, come back up. We're going to switch side. So just before that, let's cross our right foot over to the outside of our left hip, getting some spinal twist before we finish. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, hook your left elbow outside of your left right knee as you get into that twist. Gaze over your right shoulder. Slowly release. Come back to center. Cross your feet over in front of you. Plant both hands down. Roll back into your downward facing dog. Switching on to the other side here. You're going to inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Open up your hip towards the left side. Circle your left foot. You're going to reverse the circle. From here, square your hips back. Bringing your knee towards the back side of your left hand, and then the foot behind your right hand, and then just lower your hips down slowly and gently. And then if this perpendicular is too much for you, you can always bring your heel closer to your hips down. That's a little bit more gentle from your hip. Keep your left foot flexed, and option to use your block. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Square your hips, try not to open up to the side, because that takes away the whole purpose of the stretch. So square your hips forward here. Inhale, lengthen. Stay here, or you can walk it forward. Getting a little bit deeper. Stretch around your left arm area. You can press your forehead down onto the mat, that was good. And that's your jaw. Releasing all the stress, the tension, both physically and mentally. Pressing your right down onto the mat. And slowly walk yourself back up. Bring your right leg forward. Left knee stays bent. The sole of your left foot against your right inner thigh this time. Keeping your right leg straight, right toes pointing up. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Grab your knee, grab here. Again, think about long lines of energy from your spine here. Bring your tailbone all the way up to the front of your head. So try to round your upper back. Think about the length in your spine here, right? Again, you need to bend your knee to get that spine straight. Bend your knees and work from there, right? Inhale, lengthen your lower back. Exhale, hinge move forward. Lengthen your spine. So think about nose to your toes instead of your nose to your knee. That will help to keep your spine straight. Slowly come all the way up. Crossing your left foot over outside your right hip. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Cross it over your left knee twist. Feel your left shoulder. And slowly release. Last stretch here. Bring both legs extended out. Bring it about hips width distance. Point your toes. Lift your kneecaps up towards your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Again, only reach and go as far as you can. If that means you have to stop here, then you stop here, yeah? And from here, you want to think about having that sense of flat. So that anterior pelvic tilt will help keep your spine long as you hinge forward and forward and forward. And over time, you'll build a bit more flexibility and mobility, being able to get deeper into the stretch, yeah? So for now, just wherever you are, that feels good. Stay there. Slowly releasing all the way back up. From here, you're going to roll back down. Our last final pose. Everyone's favorite pose here, Shavasana. Roll back, lying down on your back here. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Toes, let your toes drop open to the side. Bring your arms by your side, palms facing up, and then just close your eyes for a few moments. Our last final pose, our resting pose. Shavasana is the most important and beneficial for us, right? For all our yoga practice, we always end with Shavasana pose. Feeling your heart rate starting to slow down. Maybe feel the rise and fall of your breath from your chest to your belly. Each exhalation, try to sink in a little bit deeper into the mat. Using this moment to scan in your body again, wherever you feel tightness, wherever you feel the tension. Maybe it's in your jaw, maybe it's in your shoulders, or even in your hips. As you exhale, try to relax your jaw, letting your tongue roll back to your pillow. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, let all the tension and tightness go and melt away through your fingertips. Relax your hips, your knees, to your toes. And you can stay here in your Shavasana as long as you want, but if you're ready to close this practice with me, bring back awareness into your body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Hug your knees close to your chest. Rock side to side, massaging your spine. And then roll over to your right side. To press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. We'll close this practice with 3 round of breath. So find any comfortable seated position here. Inhale, reach your arms out to the mouth. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your chin to your chest. Thank you so much for joining me on this Saturday evening for the yoga practice. I am very honored and grateful for your presence. I hope to see you again. So we're doing this community class throughout the whole month of Ramadan. It's free, so you can come and join me